Generate a random number between 1 and 161. How long do we have to do this for? Let's do another one. 105. Good. We're getting to the end here. We're getting a little further down. Let's see what 105 has to say. Eventually, we'll get a good one, right? They are criminalizing petitioning the government for grievance. They are criminalizing speech. They are criminalizing emails. They are criminalizing text messages. They're criminalizing the Constitution itself. If anybody says that this indictment is anything other than a ludicrous, steaming pile of judicial dog plop, they're idiots. Period. Let's see what 105 has to say. On or about the 30th day of December, 2020, Robert David Cheeley committed the felony offense, false statements and writing. I think I know where this one's going, people. In violation of the Georgia RICO law by knowingly, willfully, and unlawfully making at least one of the following false statements and representations to members of the Georgia Senate present at a Senate Judiciary Subcommittee meeting. 1, that poll watchers and media at State Farm Arena were told late in the evening of November 3, 2020, that the vote count was being suspended until the next morning and to go home because of a major water main break. I'm very confused right now. Hold on one second. I'm very confused right now because I thought that that was actually a pure matter of fact. That Fulton election workers and state arenas voted the same ballots over and over again on November 3rd. Said statements being within the jurisdiction of the Office of the Georgia Secretary of State and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, departments and agencies, yada, yada, yada. This was an act of racketeering activity under the... Okay, so hold on one second here. Let me make sure I understand this, because this is even worse than I ever could have thought it was. He made the statement that the votes were that apparently the vote count was being suspended until the next morning and to go home. And then he says that they continued to vote the same ballots over and over again. So one is a statement of fact. The other seems to be a statement of opinion. Can we just check something here? We're going to do this in real time because I just want to make sure I thought. State Farm Arena, water main break, Georgia, 20. Am I going? I mean, this is another thing. This is like, it makes an otherwise sane person feel like they're going crazy. Fulton County election results delayed after pipe bursts in a room with ballots. A broken water pipe at the ballot processing site at State Farm Arena caused a delay in Fulton County's ability to process thousands of absentee. So the first statement that this individual has been indicted on as in furtherance of RICO conspiracy is a factually correct statement. There was despite the broken pipe, which did not lead to any ballots being damaged, election officials said they performed better. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Still, the Tuesday's delayed tallies for the presidential contest and for the... So the pipe break did in fact occur. And what they disagree with is that the votes were they counted votes. They continued counting votes over and over again. Is that where they took out the Pelican boxes of ballots? Hold on one second. We're going to take this one out for one more second. Is that where they took out the Pelican boxes video? I do. Let's see here. We got, see, the risk is if I take an unverified video on YouTube. Let's see this here. What is this? Oh, we got it. We got the graffiti from YouTube. The 2020 United States elections were held on Tuesday. The Democratic Party defeated. Okay, fine. This is from WSB TV. Georgia election officials shows frame by frame of the state arena election video nights.
Your voice, your vote.
Let's see.
Time. Counties across Georgia have certified votes from November's presidential election.
The Secretary of State is expected to actually certify the statewide results today as well.
Let's just skip here.
Box.
Yes.
This is
Placed under there.
Giuliani calls a smoking gun. Quote, suitcases pulled. He spent hours analyzing this video. Looking at the election night surveillance tape that President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, calls a smoking gun. Quote, suitcases pulled from under a table.
We can show exactly when they were placed under there. So these were not mystery ballots that came from a mystery location.
No.
They were right there in the room.
Yes.
People watched them placed in those boxes.
Yes.
This is the short section of the video the Trump team has shared. It's not suitcases being pulled from under that table, but official sealed ballot containers.
Am I wrong, everybody? Am I wrong right now? Or did this video occur and the counting occurred after they said that they suspended counting?
If we go back in the video to hours before, you can see that table being brought into the room at 8:22 a.m. Nothing underneath, no hidden suitcases. Then we can see at 10 p.m. with the room full of people, including official monitors and the media, as ballots that have been opened but not counted are placed in the boxes, sealed up and stored under the table. The reason? Employees thought they were done for the night.
They were planning on going home.
Yes. As you can tell by the fact that they're sealing everything up and preparing to leave.
Why they
Here's where there was confusion. Media and observers left as employees packed up. But this phone call changed that. Fulton's election director called the supervisor here to say, keep working, keep counting. After the Secretary of State's office called him to say you shouldn't stop this early. That's when employees pulled these containers of ballots back out, the so-called smoking gun video, and went back to work. These are the same ballots official monitors watched them put away.
No magical appearing ballots. These are ballots.
look at that. Look at that face mask.
The monitors put in the boxes in front of the monitors and placed there.
And they continued counting
So what
them.
about that gap?
Yeah.
Well, this is what happened during the roughly an hour before an official state observer returned. Employees scanned ballots.
Yeah, these are just typical everyday election workers who were just doing their jobs.
I'm sorry. I thought they were told to stop counting the ballots.
This is an Ocean's 11 level scheme that was put together in the middle of the night.
Now, there was a...
I don't want to pretend that I found the smoking gun to definitively demonstrate how absolutely patently absurd this indictment is. And I hope everybody really understands. I was... Hold on. Hold on here. Let's bring this out. I was seriously randomly generating numbers between 1 and 161. Let's go back and read that now that we just saw the video, which confirms that they were told to stop counting, and the video confirms that they continued counting after that phone call, which changed everything, unless I'm just off on the night, the date, the time, the arena. What was that article again? Well, my dog just made a little noise. What's it here? He knowingly, willfully, and unlawfully making at least one of the following false statements. At least one of the following. Which one's false? Poll watchers in the statement were told in the evening of November 3, 2020, that the vote count was being suspended. I think that's true. Definitively, we just saw the CBS or whatever that news was. And the Fulton County election workers voted the same ballots over and over again. Well, I think we certainly saw that they continued voting because that phone call changed everything. Holy crab apples. The internet is forever until they make the internet no longer forever. Do we do one more? Hold on, I don't know how many we did. Let me just see what's going on in the chat here. Do we do one more, or are we all thoroughly fed up with this steaming pile of judicial dog poop? I'm not off, Vive, says Molten Salt. I'm right. They started counting again, says Hoppity Hooper. I'll tell you one thing. I like being told I'm right. This is who? Oh no! Do not cancel. What the heck am I doing? Don't close it. I need to minimize. What bothers me is that there's a lot of stupid people out there, ignorant people out there, and dishonest people out there. The stupid people I can forgive. The ignorant people get a little bit harsher judgment, and the liars don't get forgiveness. It's gone mad. It's gone mad. And the difficulty is not getting blackpilled, because as bad as everyone thinks it is, it keeps getting worse.